Morning. Well, here's my hack I came up with. I'm gonna go down the road by myself and put this camera. I can see what it sees through my phone. So I'm gonna put this camera in the back of my grain cart so I can see if there's anybody behind me, so I can let them pass. Because this is the only piece of machinery I can't see around when I'm driving down the road. So, as it is wide. So, got the 80/40 here, and we're gonna go cut some wheat. This should be the last day of cutting wheat. So yeah, still got these trees to pick up from a few videos back. It is getting dry now, so I think we're able to do that when we get some time. But yeah, let's head down the road. I got a little bit of footage of me and Dad the other day in the combine. But yeah, we moved over here yesterday after church. Just got a combine moved over here, so I had to bring the grain cart today. My camera on the back worked great. I was able to see every car that was behind me. There was a few times it got delayed a little bit, but it caught right back up. And yeah, had no problems. It was great. Especially moving yourself. This grain cart takes up the whole road, so instead of ticking people off, I can pull over and let them pass. So yeah, that's why I put the camera back there, because I wanted to see if that worked, and it worked great. So, see, there's my view. Even with my mirrors all the way out, I can't see. I mean, yeah, I can see that wheel over there, but the car behind me's got to be, or the driver's got to be a little bit smart enough to know that I can't see them if they're following right up on my butt. But 90% of the time, they're not smart enough to know that, which it's either because they haven't been around this stuff before, and that's why I make YouTube videos, so people will kind of know what's going on. Or I hope I can share what's going on. But yeah, this little camera connects to my phone so I can see what it's seeing. And it worked great. And it didn't drain the battery pack on it at all. But it drained my phone a lot, of course. But yeah, maybe I can get some footage of my us combining today. Unless I have to go somewhere else and do something else. I don't know if I'm going to get picked up or if I'm going to be the one combining today or not. So we'll see. Well, back in the grain cart. Hope you guys enjoyed those little clips I've got. I don't know if I'm going to get any more of them today. But we are halfway done with this farm. This grain cart's a little bit below half full. But I'm going to go ahead and dump it just so we can fit all the rest of the wheat on here. And then, yeah, Jared came over here with the semi-truck, so he's the one combining at the moment. So I can go do this. Then yeah, I'll come back and get the rest, and then we should be heading on out of here. It's gonna take longer to move back home than it did to combine this place. Sorry, sometimes this is the best place to unload. Sorry, people of this world. This is kind of the only place we can do it. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever been behind a grain cart unloading on the road when you're trying to get to work? Probably. I've gotten stopped a few times by a grain cart in the middle of the road, but I'm hurrying. I've got the gate open and everything. I'm roaring, but as fast as I can go. That's all I got. Well, we're moved to the last wheat patch. This is the same people that planted our wheat for us. So we planted it, they're combining it. So, yeah. They're baling up the straw so Dad's windrowing it for them. So, yeah. This will be the end. I only did about 200 acres this year of wheat, so not that much. Well, wheat is officially over. I'm on the road. Dad's following. So, moving is a fun process. I got this little TB right beside me. Yeah, look at the back jump. Tons of jump. But it's work pickup. Gotta have tools in it. So, yeah, moving. He's pretty fast, going about 25 miles an hour. Yeah, there's a sign on the side of the road that says land's for sale, so I need to look that up and see what they want. Yep, I'll get back to moving because I need to focus on that. It's very hard to drive a pickup truck. Morning. Got everything moved home last night. Parked and everything. Well, it's not parked. Bean heads behind the grain bins. Combine's in the shed. But, yeah, not permanent. We gotta wash them up and stuff. But, right now I'm at the Honda. And, the wire that I ran from the front end of the Honda, I'll just show you. So, with these Hondas, this is different than a Polaris. Polaris will put their, battery right here. Which is awesome and all for... I mean, it's great. They are good at their location of battery, but the reason why Honda doesn't put a battery there is because of the fuel problem whenever you're filling up with fuel. So instead of dealing it with every time you fill up with the Polaris, you only got to deal with your wiring problem once, and that is because you got to run wire from all the way up here all the way back there. And also there's people that run 2 batteries. We haven't seen a problem with the running with just 1 battery. This sprayer back here, we've sprayed quite a bit. Yep, and I upgraded the sprayer to a 30-gallon sprayer, which is nice and all. But the problem is that the wiring I had wasn't long enough. It reached right to here. I mean, it was right here. It was barely poking out right here. And I told my brother that if you don't tuck it in here, if it goes down in that hole and it gets a hold of anything, it's going to get ripped off. And what it do? It got ripped off. I'll show you where it got ripped off. That new sprayer tank for spraying my sweet corn, which, yep, there's my sweet corn, came with a new wire to run it. It's a little bit shorter than this one. So what I'm going to do is right where it cut off, I'm going to... It has a little switch right in that area that's supposed to be like for if you put it on a foil or something. But it ripped off right where that switch was, pulled it out of the switch. Just like my fuse in a few videos ago. I didn't call it a fuse. I don't remember what I called it. But I didn't call it a fuse, and it was a fuse. And I watched that video, and I was very upset. I called it something else. I don't remember what I called it. But anyways, the switch right there in the middle, it ripped off of that one. So I'm going to put this thing... And I'm going to use those little screws to screw it together. And I'm going to take duct tape and just duct tape the living crap out of it. So hopefully we won't have any problems, even though it's sitting on the bottom of the Honda. So it does go in water every once in a while. So hopefully this won't be a problem. But it's kind of the only solution I have unless I buy like a 20-foot long version of these wires. But... yeah. So don't worry guys, I've already unplugged it, but here's our problem. I pulled it right out of the switch, so I'm gonna chop it right here and wire it up to my extra wire that I have. And I'm gonna zip tie it up here above this air intake thingamajiggy. So yeah, that should work perfect. Should kind of protect it a little bit. So, yeah, speaking of that, I need to grab some zip ties so I don't have to Well, I'll just do it all and then I'll zip tie it. Anyways, here we go. So here's the end result. I'm gonna tuck it up here and tape it up and make it look presentable. I'm gonna see if it works before I tape it up and all that. But yeah, it runs up here and then it goes up to the bed. So yeah, I'm gonna do some zip tying this time and make it work. There's no way in the world it's gonna get back here where it could get in the tire. So I think it's a heck of a lot longer than it was last time. So that's a good thing. Good thing, since I added two of them together. Here's the other Honda. Yeah, this is way longer than it was last time. I mean, it's not really that long, but it's a lot better. So I'm gonna take some zip ties, zip tie it all up, and duct tape, and yeah. Yep. See if it works first, but yeah. See, it's just got these two clips. I've already showed you this, but yeah, I'll do this off camera. So, got it all wired up and working now. So, yep, that's good. It's nice and long, so I tied it up right here on the bed. So hopefully nobody flips the bed up with that like that, or it'll break off again. But anyways, I'm gonna go mow some pasture. I'll bring you along with me for a little bit of it. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing today and probably tomorrow. So fun stuff. Poor 4430. It's kind of the best tractor to mow pasture with, especially since it doesn't have that many tires. It has airplane tires in the front, which are really good tires for not going flat. So back tires, not so much, of course. And then the Land Pride brush cutter has non-flat tires, which is pretty much standard on brush cutters. So yeah, check oil and then fill it up with fuel, and I'll get to the pasture. It's a little loud in here, so I'll talk a little bit louder. I'm mowing up against this fence. This fence is not getting ripped out because this is a good fence all the way up to that next chunk up there and over. I'll show you where else we're gonna rip out some fence, but this is where Aden mowed some hay this year for the first time I ever mowed hay. Yeah, I'm mowing up by the fence. I already killed the trees in that fence line, so yeah, it needed to be sprayed, so I sprayed it. Right now I'm mowing up against it. I'm gonna go around this too, just to get a little bit closer to stuff. Yeah, I've been brush hogging pasture. I haven't recorded any of it yet, but I'll get to that. But right now I'm making sure the trees stay back on our hay ground. So I'm just getting really close. That's why this 4430 is nice to have compared to our bigger tractors on this thing, because this thing only 15 foot wide, so I gotta get the tractor really close to the trees to do a good job mowing. But yeah, C1 and 2 is what I've been mowing in. See it mowed back corner. Make sure there's no trees. Well, I'm brush hogging. I went around this patch just a little bit, 3 times, and opened it up. Now I'm going back and forth like I'm planting it, but I'm not. Need auto steer, that'd be nice. But you see that wire that's kind of whipping around above that toolbox right there? Yeah, it came undone, and my air conditioning stopped working, and I was not very happy, and I didn't know why it wasn't working. And I got out and I saw that it was kind of dangling in between the toolbox. It was sitting on top of it, and I was like, maybe that goes somewhere, and I figured it all out. So I'm a happy camper now, but I wasn't just a little bit ago. I was sweating and I was like, this is not fun. Yep. Cutting off the top of the plant. Pretty much this is done to remove trees, thistles, and to, if we remove the top of the plant, the cows are more than likely not going to get poked in the eye by the top of the plant, because they don't eat the top of the plant, they eat the green stuff. But if they get poked in the eye, then they need medicine and all this fancy stuff. And to maintain your pasture, it's good to just brush hog it once a year, so no trees or nothing starts growing outrageously. Fun stuff, back and forth, back and forth. It's pretty nice. I'm making little stripes in the deal. I'm not striping it right, but it looks cool. Well, I am officially done mowing pasture for the day. It's about 6:30. Got that back over there done, so I'm heading out. There's a salt block, but yeah, I did all right. I think I can get the rest of it done tomorrow. So, yep, heading on out. Thank you guys for watching this video. Face a little dirty, but thank you guys for watching, and leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment what you think, and I'll see you guys in the